Hi, welcome back to my channel, Antoinette here. So, post has just come in and Levi's Arcane Warrior from Kickstarter has arrived. And can I just take a moment to say it arrived in the most protective packaging I've ever received a Kickstarter. So, although yes, it was a lot of plastic, and when I say protective, it was this kind of bubble wrap, these tubes, which are solid. And the deck was wrapped inside there and then in a box. So there was no way, even if the box got thrown around, because this packaging fitted exactly into the box, this was protected. It wasn't going to slip. It wasn't going to like get the corners bumped or shrumped. So it came, you know, as pristinely as it could ever arrive. I've taken off the wrapping. Now I know Levi put a lot of thought into this. This is the rose petal, which I'm chuckling both to myself and with Levi, because I know that there was like a split with his friends when he was talking about rose petal, because he absolutely adores this finish. And it's, you know, some people would have liked a different finish, but ultimately it's his deck, and he did explain his choices, so it was really nice to hear. And there's a book in here as well, so he's really thought about what's gone on. So as the deck opens this way, we have a book here. So words and illustrations, of course, by Levi Smit. And this is all rose petal finish as well, that kind of like soft finish. Let's have a look at the little guidebook. So he's got his special thanks to people here, and he's also obviously to the backers and muses. And then we have table of contents about the deck, what is tarot, how to use this deck, tarot spreads, frequently asked questions, card meanings, tarot magic. There's a spells and rituals section, sigil magic, about the creation process, about the author, and other works. So he obviously has the Brother to Brother Oracle. That was the last Kickstarter that he had out, and there's a couple of other decks, I believe, on Make playing cards that you can purchase from him. And also if you can go to his shop, where you can now purchase this one and the Brother to Brother Oracle, I do believe. So this deck of tarot cards was created for everyone who enjoys divination. That's about his tarot journey. I'm sort of skipping through because I know that there are a couple of others who are going to read this bit out probably. So there's his journey through tarot. What is tarot? Just interesting here, caught my eye. There are a couple of scary cards in tarot, namely death. Never means literal death. The Hanged Man never means a literal lynching. The Devil doesn't mean a demon is coming, and the Tower, which doesn't mean you'll be jumping out of a burning building soon. How to use the deck. So it gives you steps on, creating that stable place, quiet space for working. We have an angelic cross spread, an alignment spread, and blind spot spread. Then some frequently asked questions. Are there ethical no-nos when it comes? Okay, yep, so that's some good questions there. The major arcana. So this is just keywords then. So we have the so we've changed some of the word names. We have the Fool, the Magus, the Oracle, the Nurturer, the Pillar, the Teacher. Then we have the Lover's Chariot, Strength, Hermit, Fate, the Sword of Justice, interesting, the Hanged Man, the Devil, Temperance, the Tower, Star, Moon, Sun, Judgment, and World. So some nice changes to the names. And here we have this kind of like a numerical sort of, yeah. So we've got 1 to 10 here, pages, knights, crown princes, and kings. Then we've got the discs, cups, wands, and swords. Some information here about tarot magic and spells and rituals to use. So we've got one here. I'm assuming it's a full card. Of course, I haven't. Yeah, so these must be working with each of the cards. So I know he was very keen to do something a bit different with his book. So it looks like he's managed to achieve that. The Lovers, I make mindful choices. That's quite a big spread there, isn't it? The rational path, the grounded, steady path, the passionate path, and the emotional path. Which path are you gravitating towards the most? The Chariot, Strength, Hermit. So is there one for each? Must be Death, Temperance. The Sun. Judgment. World. Yep, and then we got some sigil magic in the back there. How to start drawing your sigils. And what to do with them. And then about the creation process. And there is Levi. Okay. At first, I didn't want to write a guidebook for this deck as I find most tarot guidebooks boring. We get bland descriptions of the card meanings. And that's one of the things he's always said. And I think that's why he has put what he wanted in here. And then maybe he has decided to go back and put the few meanings in there as well. But let's take a look at the deck. So I love the fact that this is all very sturdy box. It's magnetic. And it all comes together with the book that fits. So there's the inside of the box. These are the backs of the cards. And he has gone with a matte gold. I think this is going to be, let me just pause a second. Okay, I'm back. So you can see I have another deck in my hand. They are very similar in colour. This is what I believe is one of his favourite creators. So he's looking to they've inspired, I think, that person. But very similar in the colourway there. And size-wise, this deck is slightly bigger than some of you who might recognise this one. Right, so let's bring you down to have a look at these cards. So these are lovely, big, bright, bold cards. And what I liked about this is, one, they're masculine. Okay, so the cards in the deck, I believe, are all masculine. We'll have a look when we go through. And two, although we have the Fool, like the name of the card, they come with something to give you like a jumping off point, almost like an oracle as well, or an affirmation. So I'm ready for the adventure for the Fool. So let's just, without much further ado, let's have a look through the cards. So that's your Empress and Emperor. Sorry, I can't get hold of them. I'm not going to lie, I nearly didn't buy the deck because of that card. I like that one actually. I dare to make space for grief. 5 of Cups. And that one, beautiful. So the Crown Prince, just in case I hadn't made it clear, is what we would traditionally know as being a queen. Just do that a second. So we've got King of Cups, Crown Prince, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Suddenly he's lost his hair when he becomes the king. And yeah, I think these are some of Levi's favourite cards, and I agree, it's the way the colours pop in this, isn't it? The yellows with the dark kind of moody grey backgrounds. That's a nice one for the 8 of Wands. I like that. I am a rebel, Page of Wands. I'm full of passion for our Knight of Wands. I like that with the kind of cosmos there, that sort of magical element. I'm a majestic leader. If you're of a certain age, you might actually recognise the style of art, possibly. I can't remember now, but I have a feeling it was He-Man that might have helped inspire the images. You definitely get that He-Man vibe from this. The very kind of angular jaws and the way the muscles are drawn on. What do you have here? 9 of Swords. I won't succumb to cruel thoughts. I like that with all the doves. I'm experiencing a mental rebirth. Right, sorry, I'm going to have to pick those up. Crown Prince. I embody ruthless honesty. And I am the analyst. He's got his third eye there as well. So just to talk about the cardstock then. So it is rose petal finish, as I've stated. I've no idea how this shuffles. Okay, so it does shuffle. He promised us it would shuffle, so it shuffles. Oh, wait, this isn't quite. They feel different. Okay, this feels different to this one, and this is double-sided, whereas this one was single-sided with its kind of finish, but it's not as rose petally as this one is. The only thing I have to compare this to then is probably the Haunted Mansion. But this shuffles better than the Haunted Mansion does, which was a big kind of, I think that's the issue, isn't it? When you get rose petal, is getting the rose petal that works. Oops. So these are big enough. Oh yeah, you could easily kind of waterfall shuffle these better than I have. But let's just see what we got here a second, shall we? Let's just see what we have to offer. There we go. I am the spell. It's in your hands. You can make what you need with this deck. Right. Anyway, if you're curious about this deck, like I say, do go across, check out Masculine Intuitions readings. He is also on Instagram. And then just checking where he's got his. Other works currently available. So we've got the Brother to Brother Oracle. There's a Sacred Fool Oracle, Inner Alignment Chakra Tarot, Madame Delora de la Haye. Scan this QR code for other works. So if I do that, you might be able to scan that off your phone, and it should take you to where his other works are. How curious. I love the fact that he's got a QR code. Okay. So at masculine _ intuition _ readings on Instagram. I suppose what I was looking for was actually where to go to get the deck. Badly. Okay. If I find it, I will link it below, people. If you've already seen it, because I've passed it, then of course, but you can probably Google Levi Smit's Arcane Warrior, and it's going to pop up anyway, isn't it? Okay, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.